Mic on.
Anyway, alright, hello and welcome to today's stream. I'm going to be taking a short sector flight in the working title mod CJ4. Hopefully we're going to work. I've just started Microsoft Flight Simulator up and I got a random driver crash again. Keeps doing recently. Which a few people are getting. Just turn the volume down on here. So, end up get double sound. But yeah, hopefully we'll be alright. We'll get into the cockpit and we'll start getting the aircraft set up. I don't know what's going on with the textures. That might be because I've closed the driver down, hoping that it'll work. But first of all, let's get some power on. We have power. Always good. 2 seconds. Right, that seems to be better than what we're going to there with the monitoring software. So let's first of all get set up. Like I said, this should only be about an hour's flight. First things first, let's get some panel lights on. I don't need them that bright. Them quite dim. And about there. I've got live, well, we'll have live weather on very shortly. Start the weather up. So yeah, we've got live weather.
Mic on.
And I've just turned the clock back so it's pre-dawn. So once we get airborne, you can just see a little bit of light coming up over the hills. So we should get airborne for sunrise instead of it being pitch black all the way there. So we'll land in Innsbruck, hopefully at the crack of dawn, just in the morning. So let's get our POS set. And then we will get our flight plan loaded from SimBrief. So the SimBrief flight plan loaded in today. It's just adding all those sectors now. That's done. I'm just going to get SimBrief up at the side of me to make sure everything pretty much matches up before we execute that. So it is, our route is Zebra 2 to OS Dove, and then it's in Mike 738 to Maidbe, and then the November 606, right, and then Elmem, and then that's direct, so it'll be an RNAV approach, I believe. So we can execute that. We can go departures, and our departure is the Digas for Foxtrot. Digas for Foxtrot is right there, so we can execute that. And let's just check this arrival. Runway is... What runway have we planned for? Uh, 26. RNAV 26, so we could do lock 26. Probably do lock 26 to be fair. Yep, let's do the lock 26. The star, we don't have a star, it's literally direct into, yeah, Elmem and then direct. Check there's no star for that, nope. So let's keep that and we'll have a look what that looks like on the legs. Hopefully it looks something like. double check it. So that says departure. It's the start of our arrival. So I can go to there. And then we got the, yep, that looks about right, to be fair. So we've got some altitude constraints here. 18 or above, 3,500 or above, 5,000 or above, and then 8,000 or above by Momol. That's the last of the constraints, I believe. Oh, no, there is more. 8,000 or above. I mean, that's for his approach, that one, so yeah. So we'll set the initial altitude to 8,000 feet. That's what we're going to be climbing up to initially.
Mic on.
Right. So with all the legs set, we can go on to our performance. We'll best get some fuel loaded. How much fuel do we need for today? Is 846 kilos of fuel. Fuel, so we can take a little bit less. Up to 889, that will do. And our weights, we should have passengers. Takeoff weight 5995. So we can take the payload down a bit. 5993. That looks alright. Let's takeoff weight. Gives us a payload of 442. It's a little bit lower. 46. That all looks about right. That will do. Right. So with our weight set up, our passengers are, I think, 5 passengers. Sends fuel 888 kilos. That's all good. Zero fuel weight is 5048. The fuel weight on there is 5203, so a little bit lighter. That because we should have 7 passengers. 5203, that is bang on, perfect. Gross weight, that looks good. Flight level 250. Takeoff. So the weather here in Zurich is QNH is 1000. We can set that there, and we can set that on here as well. Conditionals 1000. Set. Outside air temperature is 7 degrees, and the wind is 350 for 3 knots. Nice steady wind. Runway 34 is our departure, which gives us a heading of headwind of 2 knots, thereabouts. Anti-ice, so we have broken, it's not raining or anything, so we don't need any anti-ice. Take off flaps with 15. Rotate speed is 92 V2 speed for acceleration. In the result of an engine failure would be 111. Send all that information. And then 142 translate our flat. That's all set up and good. VNav transition altitude here in Zurich is where's it gone? We've lost
mic off.
Charts. Cut flight. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Right, so transition is 7,000 feet.
Mic on.
7,000 is set. That all looks good. Alrighty.
Mic off.
The elevation is 1417. 14101 here, which is bang on
Mic
correct.
off.
All looking good. Let's get this set up. We are ready to go, and Captain Sam is in the chat. Welcome to the stream. We've just finished setting up the FMC. It's all set up and ready to go now. We will get the engine started. Let's take the covers off. The engine starter on the left side and run. We'll go external and listen to those engines start. Hopefully you can hear that. It's been pretty quiet. There we go. Left engine is started. We're just waiting for this to finish and trip. Fire off now. There we go. So we can cover that one. And right starter. And we can cover that one. Watch the N2 rise. Then fuel should be going in now. M1 is rising. Oil pressure is rising. Oil temperature is rising. All looks good. Should ignite soon. Wait for that to. It is a hard plane to learn. Not really. Learn it in a good half hour. A couple of flights and it's pretty straightforward, to be fair. The hard thing about this plane is the autopilot system. It's not like where you can just leave it to do its thing. You have to do a little bit of manual input as well. It's sort of like, that's like assisted flight rather than autopilot. Right, so we're all good there. What we'll do now is just change this to our flight plan. See the departure here in Zurich. We head straight out, runway 34. And then we make a left turn and circle around the airport and then fly back over top of the airport on our way. That's due to mountains and stuff, so it's a bit of a weird departure. We have to be very careful that we don't hit anything flying into a mountain. So with that being said, we will put terrain radar on. And there we go, look, you can see the terrain around us. That's why it's very important with this one. By the time we get to 568, which is here, we need to be at 5,000 feet or above. By the time we get to 570, we need to be at 3,500 or above. The reason for that is so that as we head out this way on our climb, we don't crash into this mountain here. And then, as you can see, then we fly through the middle of the mountain, missing any terrain. That is the plan. So with that brief being said, I'm just going to create a clip there. And then we will get our taxi lights on. I don't think we need to push back at this stand. It literally goes straight forwards. So what I do need is my charts, so I can see where I'm going. Let me just get my Navigraph up.
Mic off. Mic on.
Otherwise, there's a good chance is that working? I'll not know where I'm going.
Mic off.
You just get this flight loaded. Send brief. It's loaded. I'll shove the charts on as well so you can see what I'm doing. You can see this flight on there. Just get the charts loaded. Taxi, airport. So runway 34, which is what we're taking. Runway 34 is right down here.
Mic off.
So what we'll be doing is we'll make a right turn and head down onto Juliet. We'll cross Juliet and then it will be a right turn, hold Foxtrot, and then down on Echo. We'll take Echo 8 onto runway 34.
Mic
So
on.
engines are started. Beacon light is on, nav light is on, nope. Strobe lights are on, seatbelt signs are on.
May I have your attention, please? The captain has turned on the seatbelt
Let's
sign.
get taxi in.
Please fasten your seatbelt and shoulder harness at this time.
And we'll set flaps to flaps 15. There's the taxi. That looks really weird, that. But I'm not sure why it's loading like that. It's right, it's because it's lit up. But where are we going? Where are we going? Where's the taxiway? Over here. That's where the taxi is. For some reason there's no lighting on that taxiway. So it's a slight right here onto Juliet. Just put the chart up so you can see. So there we go. Slight right onto Juliet. And then we're going to cross this runway. Runway 2810 is what we're crossing. No traffic. No traffic. All good. And then we're going to make a right here onto the taxiway. You can see as we are now coming down Foxtrot. And then from Foxtrot we'll make a left onto Echo. Just coming up here. I think it's that turn. I think it's one afterwards. I believe it's this one. Takes us onto Echo. Yep. Takes us onto the runway. Whoops. Runway incursion. So what we can do is we can cross the runway instead of taxiing down the runway. Is anybody on the runway? Doesn't look like it. Could probably take off from there, to be fair, but we want a little bit more of a run up, just in case. So there should be a left turn coming up down here. It's easy to get lost at these airports. So this is taxiway Romeo. So then we'll go to Romeo 8 for the hold. Oh, this should... Well, that doesn't match up to what the charts show, but anyway. Should be a way onto the runway from here, apparently. According to the charts. Ah, here we are, look. Yo, 1634. Landing lights can come on. Ready for departure. Here we go. Right. So, VNav, flight directors. Put a bit of ES on. All good. Take off first this set. Off we go. V1. Rotate. Positive right. Give up. Flaps. External. Thank you. Nice. And we'll just get rid of a little bit of throttle, put into climb. Reset flight directors. VNav. We'll trim and fly manual. So we're at 5,000 feet already. So we're good for terrain clearance. So we just popped into a bit of clouds, so we'll put anti-ice on. Temperature's 9 degrees outside. Just reduce that rate of climb. Start that left turn. Coming up to 10,000 feet, so landing lights and taxi lights can come off. We'll just keep this climb speed for now. Next turn, looks like we're just about to break out of the clouds. Just a little bit misty, those clouds, that's all. Nice. So we'll not see airport below us, as though it's overcast. Just keep that turn coming round now as we follow the flight plan round. And then we'll be on our way. What? Oh, climbing like a bat out of hell again. Two 50. Go to standard. Just try to slow that climb rate down a bit now. Once we get off our departure, we'll put a bit of automation in so you can see what's going on. Have a look around then. Move. 1,000 feet. Good. Hopefully that should be alright now on the autopilot. We have a quick external. We might be able to see. Well, that's where the airport is anyway, just below us there. See the lights coming through the clouds. Bit strange. Yeah, it should be a nice sunrise as we head over to Innsbruck. So we can't see any mountains peeping through the clouds. We might see sun as we're heading towards Innsbruck, so as we get closer to the more mountainous areas, should look pretty good. That's climbing nicely at 240 knots or thereabouts, which is what the VNAV is set up for. So how are we all doing today? Feeling good. It's just started snowing here where I live.
Altitude.
Looking up to altitude. We should start to see it level off now. Which is doing nicely. And we're just about to get sunrise with the looks of things. Very nice. Clouds are just breaking a little bit as well. Very good indeed. There comes that sun. Let's see if we can get out a look at that. It's nice. Let's get a quick shot. Just going to take off the like it, so you can get a nice clean screenshot. Make for a very nice, you can just see it runways under there as well, just below the clouds. Gorgeous, looking good. good for the thumbnail on YouTube. Can't beat that, can you? Cannot beat that view.
Mic off.
Can't beat that view. Looking good. Indeed.
Mic on.
Oh, what, we're still climbing. Why are we still climbing? Didn't realise that. We'll hold at 30,000. Why not? It's me getting carried away. Suppose we can go back down. Yep, it's looking rather nice. Got a nice cruise speed. Just have a look. We can take Andy Ice off now as well. Then if we just have a quick look at the VNAV monitor, 36 miles to top of decent. So not too far to wait to decent currently. Have a quick look what's going on there. Yeah, top of decent here, look. Nice short sector this.
Mic off. Mic on.
Happy at that view though. Nice sunrise. Got a bit of frost in there in front of the wings. This looks very good. And now let's check for top of descent. I'm getting thrown about a little bit now. Want to do set this altitude. Yeah, it's 22,000. And let's do the approach brief. So 9,500 or above is the next altitude, so we can set that. 9,500. Just have a look on some charts. Yeah. Still in autopilot.
Mic off.
We can save that one. Approach was runway 28 and it's for lock. Approach. There we go, look. Bring it up on the screen. See what's going on. So we come in from,
Mic on.
yeah, let's have a look down here. So DME 19.
Mic off.
Which is there. It's the Adwig. Yep, Adwig 9,500. So yep, 9,500 by Adwig. And then we start to come down the valley. It's a bit of an offset approach, this as well, I believe. So then by DME 6.3, we should be at 4,000 feet. You can see the terrain here. So you can't descend too early. If you descend too early, you're going straight into the side of a mountain. And it's a heading of 255. So we'll be coming over this way initially. Go, we're on descent. You just bring that power back now. So for the lock, yeah, it's an offset lock, so you just have to be careful. I'll bring that throttle all the way back, just to watch that speed as we start to descend.
Mic on.
Don't want to be going too fast.
Mic off.
So the lock is 111.1, so we'll get that set up before we get too low. 111.1.
Mic off.
Missed approach is a weird one. It's straight forwards. Let's say right turn, fly down the valley, climbing. I think you have to climb up to 11,500 feet by the time you get to this waypoint right here. And then you make a left turn to fly back down the valley, back overhead, and back out on a 065 heading up to the RTT Rattenberg. Then you would hold and then come back on yourself and try again, hoping not to make a missed approach. You don't want to be doing that. Get rid of the charts for now. Speed up. Throttle a little bit more descent. Good. Getting throwing a lot of that wind is awful. 53 knot tailwind. Been blown left, right, and centre.
Mic
So
off.
minimums, what we got? Missed approach climb gradient until 3,200 is 4%. Cap C. We can take a 4% gradient actually anyway. So decision height is 2,450.
Mic on.
It's 2,450.
Mic off.
You can see we're just coming in on the chart now. Get rid of the charts. Get rid of that menu. We'll concentrate on this approach. Look to be good on profile. See the missed approach is drawn in there. The missed approach. And we fly out, back round, back again. Yeah, that power off ever so slightly. Forgot to release the passengers. We'll take the seatbelt signs off for 5 or 10 minutes. Should get some nice scenery. In fact, wow, look at that. Look at that. Oh, slow down lag there. See if we can get a better screenshot. Looks nice. That's even better. Back in the cockpit. Obviously struggling a little bit here as it's loading in. But that looks absolutely fantastic. I do say so myself. Good. You can just see the runway, the airport down there. That's where we're going. Snow-topped mountains. Heading into Innsbruck. Beautiful place of the world. Let's see how we're getting on here with this descent. Not looking too
Mic
Gabby.
off.
don't want to do. So what's a mountain? 7,900. It's the highest.
Mic on.
Oh, looks good. Just have a quick check of the
Mic
weather and get the approach set up. So Logi is clear skies.
Mic on.
QNH is 1004. So let's get this all set up. Approach QNH 1004. Outside air temperature is 13 degrees. Sorry. 360 or 9 knots. It's dry. Anti-ice will be off. Do about 110 knots approach.
Mic off.
You can get your landing predictions in if you want, using exclamation mark predict, and then the feet per minute. It goes in. That you can do. Just load this up. You can do it through there, or if you want to do a little bit of betting, let's start this bet.
Mic on.
It's all good. Set up. Back in time just to see. Yep, sure are. You've missed some nice scenery. We've flown past the airfield now. I'll put on the chart so you can see where we are.
Mic
So
off.
we're just going to make this turn here. And then we fly back in on ascent. So what we want to do is go heading.
Altitude.
What I want to do is fly out this way initially to the Rattenberg.
Mic off.
So you can do the betting, or you can do it just through the predict on the Sim Toolkit Pro. If you want to do it on predict on Sim Toolkit Pro, it is exclamation mark predict and then minus whatever feet. If you want to do the bet, it's exclamation mark and then whatever you think it is. So less than 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 or above. So it's exclamation mark bet, exclamation mark, whatever rate you think it's going to be in between, and then it's just the bettings just on the points thing on Streamlabs, that's all. Doesn't make any difference. Do it however you want.
Mic on.
So a quick external before we make this turn. Being very wary of the terrain around us. Alright, so we should be able to make the turn now back on track. It's a complete turn. Although it's decided it wants to turn the opposite way. Don't get it. So like this, let me show you. So if you go exclamation mark bet, exclamation mark 200, and then if you want, and then however many points you want, so it'd be like that. So I bet 10 points on the 200 rate, so that's between, so the 200 rate is 101 to 200 feet per minute.
Mic on.
Alright, let me get a bit more concentration. So hold at 9,500 on this turn. You
Mic
get it now?
off.
And we can... I believe you do exclamation mark points. Yep, there you go, just like that.
Mic on.
So we're turning back onto DME 17. Gorgeous scenery, nice clear skies for this landing. Oh, you don't have to put an exclamation mark for the amount of points, so it's just exclamation mark bet, exclamation mark 150, and that, yeah, that's it, you got it now. Should hopefully. Oh no, it's not, you can't do 150. So what I've done is I've set them up. so if you want to do 150, it'd be, because it's a range on the betting. So if you do exclamation mark bet, exclamation mark 200, and then put your 100 points, that should do it. Right, let me really concentrate now, because this approach is rather difficult, to say the least. Altitude down to 7,500. Oh, he's done it. So we need 7,500 by, let's get rid of the chart so you can see what's going on. Landing lights and taxi lights can come on. We're a little bit high on approach. What we'll do is we'll dethrottle completely. Put some flaps in. And then it can start to come back on to... I'm going to add after this. Tell me what it was when I'm back. Yeah, no worries. It's very close to that terrain there.
Altitude.
7,500. And then we go down to 5,500. Wants to be by DME09, so by there, which looks good. See the terrain coming in now, either side of us. And then 1949 is the capture point.
Mic on.
I know 5,500 is a capture point, so we should get locked very shortly. We get to DME 9, 5,500, and then 6.3 wants to be 4,400. Get those seatbelt signs back on.
May I have your attention, please?
You can see the runway in the distance there.
Please fasten your seatbelt and shoulder harness at this time. Thank you.
That sun's going to be in the way
Mic off.
as we come in. Should be pretty good.
Mic on.
Oh no. Yeah, we've not done.
Mic off.
104.
Mic on.
There we go. Now we're right.
Autopilot.
Disconnect autopilot.
Landing gear.
Landing gear down. fly manually now. Visual with the runway, which is always a good start.
Mic off.
A little bit of a crosswind coming in. Just a little bit high. Not far though. Back profile. Out there. A quick cheeky external as we're coming in. Good on profile. Start getting rid of a little bit of that speed now. A bit more trimming. Don't have as much back pressure on the yoke. We don't get blown off course by this little bit of a crosswind what we've got. Wind, just connect to that. The thing with this runway is you have to remember that the lock is off center, so although it looks like we're off course on the
Mic on.
lock information down here, we're actually alright. A little bit high. Look at that. I'm going to bleed off a little bit more speed now. Got 3 miles to go. Take a bit more speed off. Just approaching our approach speed. There you go. Approach speed is pretty much there. A little bit of a gust coming in there from the side. Back for that. Still a bit high. Just correct that ever so slightly. Minimums continue. 500 feet checked. Profile's looking good. Reckons we're a bit high, but go correcting now again. Level. Taking off thrust. Looking down on the runway. Idle. Check hold. Come on, where's the runway? There she is. Let the nose come down and brake. Brake, brake, brake. Just like roll for a little bit. And bring that those flaps back up. Exit here at the end of the runway to the left. Slow it down for his turn. It's a nice short taxi into gate. Looking very nice indeed. Landing light can come off. Welcome to Innsbruck, where we have clear skies. 16 degrees outside, apparently. Ain't bad, or 6 degrees. Might have dropped down in temperature a little bit now. Just slow it down as we come in for this final taxi. Welcome to Innsbruck. Nice little, like I said, nice little short sector. Some very nice scenery on the way. So it's gorgeous here in Innsbruck. It's nice that we've dropped on a clear day as well. It's normally pretty cloudy. Find somewhere to park. I just passed this A320 that's sat on the tarmac here. Let's pick our parking spot. We're in between here somewhere. Looks good to me. And we can turn off our taxi light now so we don't blind everybody in the airport. There we go. Parking brake is set. We can shut down the engine. Seatbelt signs can come off. Strobe nav. We'll shut down the engines and we will turn off the beacon light. Yeah. Welcome to Innsbruck. Hope you all enjoyed that nice short sector. You enjoy watching the flight simming, don't forget to hit that follow button. Or if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, where I regular stream flight simming using both Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane. I also do a bit of streaming playing first-person shooters such as Call of Duty, etc. And be sure to join in the community. Ask questions if needed down in the chat, and I'll catch you all in the next one. We're going to do a full shutdown now, so we'll just shut that up a second. Turn off the avionics, which is going to put that, but we'll press continue. And then we can take off the batteries, and there we go. We are shut down. Now let's go to off. I can go, that's already off anyway. Down here. Emergency exit lights are armed. We can't do anything with that. That is all.
Mic off.
Good.
Mic on.
Catch you all later.